Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Kelly Weils and welcome to Beauty Booth. We are far from over because, hey, everything beauty is unlimited. It's all about finding our beauty, and today in studio we have the lovely one and only M. I call her M, but she'll introduce herself and get to know more about her. Thank you so much for being in studio today.
Thank you for having me once again, Kelly.
Yes, yes, definitely tell our viewers, what do you do? What's your name?
So, my name is Maggy Theuri. I'm a professional makeup artist, makeup trainer, and also a beauty advisor for Canvas Cosmetics, who will be featuring throughout this series.
Yes, beautiful, amazing. So if you missed out on what we've been doing this entire week, you can definitely catch up on our YouTube channel, BrandPlus TV Kenya. We've been working with a Kenyan brand which is called Canvas Cosmetics. And if you missed out on those episodes, you need to go and see what it is that they have. So today, I'm going to let Miss Empire, as usual, let her do what she does best and tell us what she's, doing for our model.
Yeah, so today we are going to be catering for our brides. We're going to be doing a perfect neutral bridal makeup look, perfect for any bride.
Yes.
Yeah.
The good thing with brides, they usually have unlimited options to choose from.
Yeah, yeah.
So
That's right.
because you've done a bride, not one, not two,
Several.
you've done quite a number.
Yeah.
What would you say is the experience with the brides when it comes to what they want, when the looks, do they want dewy, matte, gluey? What average, what do they usually look for?
Most brides normally like a very effortless look. They don't like too dramatic, but they like it to seem like something is there. So they mostly go with very light, subtle colors, like the golds, the browns, maybe a pop of red on the lips. So yeah, but most of the time, and also the skin is normally very dewy and less matte, not too matte, maybe like a satin or a dewy finish.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's like they don't want to, they want to keep it natural, but glam, and you can see it.
Yeah, you can see it, yeah.
All right.
Because they still want to look like themselves, yeah. And also because they mostly wear a white gown, you don't want it to be such a heavy contrast between your makeup and the gown, because they still want the gown to be the center of attraction.
Oh, and another thing, by the way, I don't know whether they put this into consideration because of photos. Photos are timeless.
Yeah, because of photos, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So you don't want to do like a blue smoky eye, and then when it's 10 years later
you can't
just
recognize
crazy.
yourself.
You have to retake the photos, yeah.
All right, beautiful. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, let's see one of the looks that you can do. Yeah.
So we have our beautiful canvas here. We're going to be starting off with her eyebrows. Yeah. We'll be doing something subtle, but not too subtle. We want to define the brows, but we don't want to make them too dark at the same time.
All right.
Yeah. So we're using the same steps, but maybe for the ones who didn't get, I can maybe show you guys. You normally just draw basically a line at the bottom of the brow, following the shape of the brow. Then maybe you can do another one at the top. Then you fill in the middle. Then for the inner part, you want to leave it as natural as possible. So use the least amount of product on the inner part of the brow. So that's one brow done.
Yeah.
Then we go on to the next brow.
Okay.
Always make sure they are even. Very important.
Yeah, she's the bride. You need to give her a perfect look for that particular day.
Yeah. I use pencils. Some people use pomades. Yeah.
Now, you've been using pencils for the longest time.
For the longest time.
You've never used a paint pot?
I've tried using eyebrow pomades, but I think this one is faster, more precise, but that's just my opinion, because it works really well for other people as well.
It is pretty nice. I also had one. I still buy them. The problem with them, they are gel, so they can move. Someone can just touch your brow and they smudge them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I saw them and I was like, you have to be very careful.
So you also prefer pencils?
Yes, I prefer pencils.
Yeah.
But they really, really, really sit well. Because there are those times that actually I will use the pencil, but then after defining my brows with the concealer, after I'm done, like just to make sure everything is well put together, I will come with now the gel, just to like, you know, define and make it good. Yeah.
I get you. So that's both her brows done.
Right.
Yeah, then we're going to go in with concealer. We want one that's fairly light, but then not too light.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll use that to shape the lower part of her brow. Do the same thing for the other eye. So I'm going to be taking a concealer that is the next shade.
Just for the lid now.
Yeah. No, for the top.
For the top. And also one thing actually I noticed, you know, like for her, because of how she has nice thick brows, I think she can get away with, you know, with the upper part.
Yeah, she can get away with not doing the upper part exactly. Yeah.
So it's really advantageous when you have bushy or thick brows. Yeah.
So for up the top part of the brow, I'd recommend using a product that is not too light. Yeah. You can even use the foundation.
Yeah, it is actually, to be safe, use your foundation because you don't want to have that halo on top of your brow.
It's very hard to clean up.
It is, especially when blending, because the more you are getting closer to your brows, you might, you know, tamper with them.
I agree. So yeah, that's her brows. The next thing we're going to do is to prep her skin. We'll just go really quick with moisturizer and a primer. Also, another tip, if you're a bride, if you want to do a facial on your face, it's advisable that you do it like a week before.
Oh, thank you for sharing with us that tip, because a lot of us, not just me, but ladies, you have an event that is coming up. Probably it's on a Saturday, it's the beginning of the week. If it's Monday, that's the last day you should be doing anything to your face.
Exactly.
Be it sheet masks, be it exfoliating. This could be physical or chemical.
Yeah.
Whatever that you're doing probably to treat your face or improve something, please do it and give, you know, quite a number of days for the skin, you know, to heal and be able to replenish itself.
Okay, then we're going to, I feel like this time I'm really favoring liquid primers, yeah. Try it, maybe you'll see a difference as well, yeah.
Actually, I once tried one now, the Matte Fix Plus.
Yeah.
And it really made, you know, because I'm very sweaty on my nose, and it stayed.
It really worked, yeah.
It really worked.
Okay, so let's go back to concealing her lids. I'm going to be using a concealer. Close your eyes. Then blend it out.
Okay.
Is it blend it out or blend it in?
I don't know. Guys, use both.
Tell us.
Blend it out, blend it in. I think for the foundation, you blend it out. For foundation, you blend out. No, for foundation, you blend in. Concealers, you blend in. Powders, you blend out.
Oh, and eyeshadows you blend out.
And eyeshadows, you blend out. Oh, yeah, we made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured
We've
it out.
learned something new.
Yeah, that's nice. I never thought of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you blend in the foundation and the concealers. But for the powders, and you blend it out. Oh, nice.
It's all that makeup lingo that we use that people are like, what? Like, for example, baking.
Yes, thank you. You know, sometimes it's so weird. Without those terminologies, you cannot be able to explain what it is. Like, for example, when you were saying, when you're talking about lashes, sticky. You know, someone knows how sticky do you want it to be? But you use the word tacky.
Yeah.
Because tacky and stickiness, probably they are different. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, I'm just setting the concealer. I'm using some loose powder so that it lasts even longer, because she's a bride. So you want it to last very long. So the next step, we're going to be going in with our foundation and a foundation brush. We've already talked about brushes.
Yes.
You all should watch the other episodes.
So
you
yes,
learn so much.
If you missed about, you know, foundation, especially for stick and the brush and how to go about it, you can catch us on our YouTube channel, BrandPlus TV Kenya, and you'll be updated.
You learn so much.
Yeah.
Even I have learned a thing or two.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, quite a lot.
Because with makeup, it's always a learning process.
Yeah, and you need to gather as many tips as possible.
Exactly.
Because not all of them you will remember, or not all of them will work on you. So you need to pack a lot.
Especially the one for working on you. Because for some people, some techniques work perfect. But for some, it's just a disaster.
True.
Yeah.
And you know, weirdly, as much as I'm saying I'm not a go-to when it comes, foundation stick is not my go-to when it comes to foundation. Weirdly, it sits so well.
Yeah.
That's the beauty about it. It really, really sits so well. When you blend it nice, stick foundation, I don't know, but they really sit on the face so nice.
Yeah.
But my friend, if you are oily,
it's a no.
It's a no. But you still can, because we have the powder before foundation technique.
If you're oily, just make sure you prime with a very mattifying primer, and just make sure you set it correctly.
Yeah.
It's not a foundation you can just dab and then blend and just walk out. You need to set it properly. Actually,
do you know, would we be right to say a stick foundation, probably not, if you are a beginner, it's not right for you?
Yeah.
Or in short, is if you don't have enough information regarding, you know, making your foundation stay longer and you're using a stick foundation,
I would say start with liquid.
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely. Always blend the ears and the jawline. I can't say this enough times. And the hairline, please.
Yeah, we don't want to have our heads floating or our faces floating. I heard about that vibe, the head floating, and it really impressed me. I found it funny.
Yeah. Look up.
Or you still use that technique where you do the foundation before the concealer?
Just a small amount, yeah. Do you have any tips for any upcoming brides that we have in our audience?
One, I would say drink a lot of water. As much as that is cliche, take a lot of water. If you, on that particular day, you want to look glowy, because probably if you are the kind of bride that prefers a strapless dress and you want, you know, to have your upper part out, you need to take a lot of water.
Does water affect the appearance?
Well, yes. Water makes your skin supple. Elasticity also is.
I agree.
Yes.
Actually.
So it's like just like doctors, those who have ever gone to the doctor and they pinch them and then they watch how the skin is retracting back.
Yes.
Yeah. So take a lot of water and eat fruits before then.
That's
Like
good advice.
2 weeks prior, do those,
Yeah.
the exfoliating.
Yes.
Pamper that skin.
Yeah.
So you have a nice, 10 days for the
Yeah.
skin to, treat itself,
Yeah.
shed off whatever that it needs to shed, and you'll have a nice, youthful, fresh when that time comes.
So we're just concealing now. Look up. And also getting enough rest is important.
Yes, you don't want those under eyes.
Yeah, although we have concealer for that nowadays.
Yes. Yeah, but concealer, I believe you should think of concealer as a way of highlighting your face, or don't take some rest, sleep, and it's your day. I'm very sure you have your sisters around, your aunties to come through for you. I'm sorry for those who are in Nairobi who are really working and they can't.
Yes.
Brides, I'm sorry you really go through a lot before your day. Unlike men.
True. Yeah.
Because some of you dream of these days since they were, teenagers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally. And also, actually, something to consider when you're doing bridal makeup, or when you're having your makeup done for your wedding, you should also consider the location. If it's gonna be an outside location, maybe in a tropical area where it's very humid, try to get sweat-proof makeup.
Oh, thank you for that as well.
If it's indoors and it's a cold day, try to get something hydrating so that your skin is not really dry. Yeah. So that's a very useful tip.
Actually, those are some of the things you need. Waterproof, and the other one you said is matte kind of, looks. Because I believe if you are on that particular day, you are nervous, you are anxious, and sweating is usually one of the ways your body, reacts to such situations.
Exactly.
So to make everything, well put together, let your makeup, be locked in.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, especially if you're the kind of bride that probably your makeup artist not be with you the entire day.
Yes. That's true. That's true. Because sometimes you can have someone whose wedding is in maybe Mombasa and they're asking for a dewy look.
True, yeah.
So you just know that after a few hours it's just not going to work out.
It's not going to work, yeah. So for such, they really need to have their makeup artists around them.
Yeah. And as we said, you always pat it in.
Yeah, just pack it in. And high humidity kind of environment or weather really bothers, what do I say? It doesn't make the makeup stay long.
Exactly. So for that...
Especially for concealers, not even your foundation.
So for that, you want to use very light, minimal. If any, concealer. Very little bit of foundation. Yeah. Just let it be more powder focused. You'd rather get a full coverage foundation powder, which at least they have nowadays. So that would be nice, because cream products in high humidity areas, they start to melt and wear out and separate over time.
And now that even also the period that we've just finished, the cold season.
Exactly.
If you're the kind of person who, you are into makeup, during cold season, we tend to dry a lot and quicker.
Yeah.
So also that you look into probably a nice moisturizer that will keep, your face well moisturized throughout.
Exactly. So I think these tips actually work even for every day. If you're doing your own makeup, just consider also the weather. They're the things that we overlook, but then they really make a difference.
True.
So we'll let that bake for like a minute or so. Then we'll go on to the rest of her face and just use a bit of powder. Do you also notice that powder makes the skin appear really soft. Yeah,
True,
right?
yeah.
It minimizes texture.
True, totally. Totally, it does. Actually, there are those people who just do powders. Because
Exactly.
imagine, like for my work, I have news anchors they need to go to on set. And you can imagine those times when you are held up somewhere and you are the only makeup artist in the house. What do you do? And you've been given 5 minutes. You just go for, if you don't have powder foundation. Have you used powder foundation?
Yeah.
And how was it?
It was amazing. I actually use powder for those days when I don't really want much on my face. I just go in with powder and I just do my mascara.
Yes.
And the other steps and I'm good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for such times, you just use that powder. You just,
if you want to conceal, maybe just under your eyes. Just those main areas.
Yeah. Especially for someone who has a dark, dark eye circle.
Yeah.
But if you're blessed to have nice, flawless skin, then you just go with the powder and you're good.
Yeah. So we'll go back to her skin later. For now, we're just going to do her eye makeup. We're going to use something very subtle for the eyes, like a gold smoky eye, mild smoky eye.
Guys, if you don't know, I'm now about to tell you. So what she's using is a Glambition eyeshadow palette from Canvas Cosmetics. Canvas Cosmetics, like we said, is a Kenyan brand made by Kenyans. We all need to be proud. And it's such an amazing, product that it's all about empowering a glamorous, ambitious woman.
Yes.
A lady.
Yeah.
Because even the colors over there, you can even, actually, the names of the colors, you can even share with them.
Yeah. We have 6 a.m., we have Bossy, we have CEO, we have Slay.
You see, it's all about, that lady who is all about ambitions.
Exactly.
All right.
So for our first shade, we're going to be going in with this neutral, it's just like a nice transition color. It's called 6 a.m. from that palette. We're going to blend this onto her crease. And we're going to blend it a little bit higher so that the other browns that we will use have a nice place to sit to and a nice transition.
Okay, nice.
Because you're not supposed to just go in straight with the dark colors immediately.
Actually, even when you even go direct, it looks kind of tacky. I don't know how we even put it.
Yeah.
But it looks, something is not
Something
right.
is missing, exactly.
Yeah, but the moment you warm up your eyelid and then you come as you add those colors, you can see how smoothly even blends in.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
So open your eye. You can
Look
see
at
the
that,
difference that creates. And sometimes all you need is just one transition color, like for every day, and you're good to go. Yeah. These are called windshield wiper motions.
What?
Taking it round like this.
Windshield?
Windshield.
No, I was told it's either you swipe left,
these are circular motions. Yeah.
Circular motions.
And then windshield is this way.
Hey.
Yeah.
And
The
actually,
terminologies, guys.
yeah. If we will be using those terminology, I don't think most of us will be understanding the application of makeup.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was being taught, I think I was taught with those terminologies. Because even the book I used to have those kind of terminology.
Exactly.
So my trainer then, because at that particular time, because he had worked with that big brand that he was working for, that particular time he decided to work with boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, young men.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so he was like, Kelly, just come, you never know.
Yeah.
And he would tell us, for transition, windscreen motion, wiper motion, like right, left.
Yeah.
And up to date, by the way, all those basics, I really, really apply them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to deepen that up with this. It's a bit darker than the first color that we used.
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Now on the lid,
Yeah. But not necessarily. Maybe on the lower crease.
But also I can see. Now, I think I don't know whether they can see through the camera, but you can see the very first transition shade that we had.
Yeah, it's helping this color blend a bit better.
Yes.
Yeah, because if we went in straight, just with this color alone, you would have definitely seen the hash line.
Yeah. Then you blend out.
Then you blend it out. Blend out, guys. Yeah. So next, we're going to go in with some brown shades.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to make it a bit less warmer and also deepen it up a bit. All these are matte shades, by the way. Yeah. So I'll use a different brush. Yeah. So with this one, we're going to concentrate it mainly on the outer part of the eye. So we're going to go back into our Glambition palette and use the darkest color, but just a tiny bit, just to deepen up the outer eye. And when you're working with black eyeshadow, a little goes a long way. Because once you go in with an excess amount, it's very hard to clean up.
It changes the
entire
look that you wanted to go for. And you know what, the way you're doing your inner corners, your outer corners of your eye, I'm learning something.
Oh, with the blending?
Actually, where you are starting.
Oh, out here, and then bring it in.
Where you are starting,
So you can see when she opens her eye.
Open.
You can see the darkness is more on the outside, but it's not really black. It's just really nice, subtle colors.
What do you usually think of those people who do one eye, then they do the other one?
I think to each their own. I
Can
think it's you may forget a shade or
or how you blended.
Unless it's a very easy
look.
makeup look.
But this one, especially the one that you're doing right now, I think you need to do them simultaneously.
Yeah.
So the one does not,
mix up shades, and one is too bold
than the other one.
Yeah. So when she opens up her eyes, you can see it's a very nice transition.
Yes. That black really came through.
It really did.
Yeah, and you used it very minimal, so as it can. It's more of like you are darkening the brown instead of packing a black.
Exactly. I was just layering colors because when you're going with a very soft look, it's a lot of technique and it's a lot of blending because you can't just arrive at a very blended look with one color. Yeah, so you really need to blend.
Thank you for that tip.
Right?
Yo.
Yeah.
That is, what? Okay. Thank you for that. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So next we're going to go in with a gold shade on her eyelid in here, and then we'll leave this place bare. I'm going to show you how we'll do it. You can use your finger. You can also use a blending brush because you want it to be very like blown out. Yeah, you don't want it to be like a cut crease like. Yeah. So we'll just use a brush on our model. Close your eyes. Then we're just going to pat the color in very small sections. You basically start with this bare portion here, and then you blend it outwards. Yeah. I think also with shimmers, you just have to work with a little at a time.
At a time, yeah.
So that's very nicely blended.
Yes. Because even with the finger, if you have gone with the finger, you
You
have also
just-
blended out the,
Exactly.
the edges.
Exactly. Okay. So another extra step that we are going to use, I'm going to take this gold. It's like a glitter, but then it's like an eyeshadow as well. So it looks like that.
It is very vibrant.
Yeah. So you want to use very little.
You're like warming it up.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Then you would have her close her eyes, and then I'll tap just a little bit on the center.
nice.
See, there's a little bit of glow,
Oh,
like when she
yes.
closes her eyes, which is very nice for brides. So just get like a nice gold glitter, very subtle one,
Yeah.
and just add it in the middle of your eye.
All right.
So that way, when she opens your eyes, when she opens up her eye, you can see the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also add more. I'm just using a little because we want it subtle, but you can layer it up and it's a really nice gold. Yeah, so those are basically the eyes. It's a nice bridal look. The only thing that we've done is a lot of blending. So with this look, you really need to have your
But
blending
you really
right.
made the point, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, basically that's how you do that. So now we're going to go back to her face and do a little bit of bronzing. You can cream bronze or you can use a powder. It depends. Just keep it subtle, depending on what the bride wants, of course.
Would you say, I don't know, I'm taking our viewers to a whole another different dimension. Would you say makeup for the bride is the same as for baby bump shoot?
For a baby bump
In
shoot.
short, like the same considerations in terms of, you know, the environment, if it's humid. In short, can you say makeup for bride and that of a baby bump shoot is the same?
Yes, if the shoot is not in an indoor studio. Yeah. If it's in an indoor studio, you apply the same skills with makeup for photography. Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to consider stuff that has no flashback.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, stuff that is HD. Yeah, do a lot of setting, make the contours more bolder so that the camera can capture. But if it's outdoors, you can just do a bridal look. You can get away with it. So this has warmed up her skin really nicely. And also bronzer is nice because it's usually a nice warm color, so it can act even as a blush.
True. Yeah, you can decide to just have that and you put.
So we'll just go in with small layers. Make sure you blend it from the ear
Yeah.
and also down the jawline. At this point, you can also apply makeup on the chest. Maybe in a future video, we can do makeup for
For the bride now,
yeah,
nice,
for the body makeup.
the
Yeah.
actual dress and see
Yeah.
how to go around, you know, with the shoulders.
Yeah, because there's really nice highlighters that work well for the body as
Yes.
well.
Yeah. And the good thing also we have now body makeups. I don't want to call them
Yeah,
foundations,
yeah.
but now it's amazing how now we have, you know, makeup for an everyday woman to cater for all insecurities we have. If we have to say it's about the insecurities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
we
but
have all
your
this.
makeup should not be about the insecurities that you have.
Look up.
Okay?
Yeah. So I've just brushed off the excess. I'm going to go back in with our Canvas Cosmetics eyeshadow.
The eyeshadow palette,
Yeah.
but yeah, the Glambition.
Yeah. So we're going to work on the lower eyes. So we'll take basically the same shades we used up there.
Yeah, you remember, guys, connecting, you know.
Yeah,
that
it has
shadow.
to balance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look up. but always start with a lighter color, especially if you're practicing.
Yes.
To avoid raccoon eyes.
That really,
I had
raccoon eyes,
to use that word
it
somewhere.
really interests you.
Yeah. Because I've seen it happen before anyway.
It's so much it's so crazy and funny how the beauty industry has, you know, terms for these crazy looks.
Yeah.
Raccoon eyes, floating face, you know.
I wonder who coined these terms.
Flashback Mary.
Yeah, James Charles.
Yes. I'm really waiting for that time. Kenyan red carpets will have Getty images.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Guys, if you don't know what
Totally.
you're talking about, Getty images, basically, these are photographers that are not just in Hollywood, but I think they're in those advanced countries,
Yes.
especially in red carpets for movies and
Yeah.
whatever that it is. And they are photos. My
Yeah.
people. They will even see your scenes.
Yes.
They'll capture every detail. So you'll even hear the makeup artists out there, they are saying, hey, avoid Getty images, you know, because
Exactly.
they really can say whether you're good or bad.
Yeah. So Getty images aside, we're going to go in with our highlighter now. We'll take our champagne highlighter.
So guys, once again, Kenyan brand, we have champagne, you know, highlighter. This is the shade, the champagne. Hopefully, maybe they will be having others. This is obviously another one from Glam Vision Canvas Cosmetics. A very beautiful one. This is the packaging, guys. It's in black and gold, quite executive colors, and it's very nice. So let's get to see how it looks when used, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure thing. So we go in with just a little amount.
So how about for highlighter? How would you say you like going when it comes to the bride?
I think you can go ham with highlighter because you want the bride to glow, but then not too much. Maybe you can put the emphasis on the temples here and not so much on the cheeks. Yeah. But also highlighter is one of those things that you have to use really carefully.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
True.
So as you can see, we've done a really strong highlighter on her temples, but then kept it very subtle towards the center.
I see. Okay. I can see even the way you taking your
so I'm
strokes.
starting from the middle and then distributing it outwards. We're using some on the nose as well. On the top of her lip. And on the chin. Some people highlight their foreheads as well.
Yeah. You don't.
So it just, because the forehead maybe it just glows by itself, I guess, over time.
Weirdly.
Yeah, I think it's just that one area of the face.
Yes.
But areas like the cheekbones, you need to add highlighter. And the whole point is to highlight the areas that the sun normally catches. Yeah. So that's that. We'll also use the same, I'm thinking, for the inner part of her eyes and also for her brow bone. Yeah. Because with highlighter, you can use it as eyeshadow as well, by the way.
True. You know, I use my blush as eyeshadow.
Yeah, they work really well, yeah? Yeah.
People will use lip liner as eyeliners as well.
Yeah. You can always use one product for a lot of things.
You know, there's something when you do an highlighter to the brow bone. There's a difference it makes, which is so beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so this is the side with highlighter. The other one doesn't have. You can see it just lifts the eye.
Let me see. Yes.
Yeah. It looks really nice also from the side. Yeah. And when you're doing a bridal look, you want every area that can glow to glow. Yeah, you don't want to miss any spots.
You don't.
So that's it for her eyes. They're very wedding appropriate.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, so the next step we're going to go in with is just mascara. You can make the lower eyes a bit more bolder if you want to, but we're trying to keep it a bit very friendly to all the brides, yeah. As you said about the technique.
Yes, sure. You wiggle, then you
pull. And some people also apply the upper part.
I don't.
Me too.
I don't. So even when I'm doing my powder, I'm very careful how I'm applying the powder, because there are those people who can use powder, or even your brush could be the kind that is, you know, throwing the powder everywhere. So you find that there's a lot of fallout on your lashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why even when you're doing lashes, it's important just to do eyeshadow first and then you do your lashes later. Yeah. So yeah, so that's it for her eyes. I think they're very nice, very bridal appropriate. You can even wear this eye for several occasions.
Yes, you can.
With many different lip colors.
So guys, she's using the shade Kahawa from Canvas Cosmetics. As you know, this is a Kenyan brand that we've been working with this entire week. They are beautiful shades, nice, and hey, there's nothing refreshing and amazing getting to know we have our very own that we can brag about. Yeah, so guys, let's go support. You can buy them at any Ashley's, so you can always get them there.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be going in with Kahawa on the outer edges. This is also how you create an ombre lip. I just love the applicators.
Yeah, they're very, very, very nice. They're very friendly.
So the next step, we're going to go in with a nude color that is lighter than Kahawa.
Whoa.
Then we're going to place that in the center. And then what you want to do is you just take a blending brush of your choice and you just basically blend the center.
You know, it really bothered me because, you know, getting to achieve this kind of look, just like the way you've done it.
Yeah.
When you smudge, is it smudging your lips? It is not the same as if you blend with your brush.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was wondering, how are people doing this? I'm doing my ombre. I'm laying the two lipsticks, but it's not coming through until I learned they are using a brush to blend.
You can also use your finger. It works just as well.
Yeah. And it's one of, I would say, good, you know, lipstick kind of looks.
Exactly.
When someone smiles, yo, ladies.
Yeah.
With this kind of, you know, ombre look, not just these colors, but even colors, it really comes through for you.
Yeah. So you can leave it like this, or you can go in with a gloss. I think we can use our Stardust maybe just in the center.
This one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just for something different.
Yeah. Stardust is a gloss for Canvas Cosmetics, guys. So it's nice. It's very shimmery. Yeah, let's see.
So it works really well with a nude, a nude lip.
See, it's very pretty.
Yeah. I feel like you can also use it maybe on your eyelids, just
inner
by
corner
itself.
Of the eye.
Yeah, even the inner corner. Yeah. So that's basically it. We're going to go in with a setting spray just to make her face a bit more dewy.
Yeah.
So we always do this.
Yeah, to
just
avoid.
to avoid, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we done?
Yeah, and that's it, guys.
Guys, look at that. Our bride is ready to say yes, she
Yes.
did, or yes, she does.
Yeah.
All right, you can definitely share your thoughts regarding these amazing looks using the handles right there below. And obviously, if you want to have makeup and do your face, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's at Makeup by M. You can also find me on Facebook under the same name. You can send me an email, and also you can contact me via my number.
Yes.
They leave my contact.
Yes.
And M is EMM,
Yes.
just to clarify.
All right.
Yeah.
That's all for now, guys. Until next time, slay us away.